Hi everyone, welcome back to Planet J Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a pick a card reading to see who is the next person to be in a relationship with. Now, before I allow you guys to choose your card, I want to give you some advice. Watching this person may not sound like your typical type. They may not sound like someone you think it would ever work out with. Maybe they're too similar, maybe they're too different. But the thing is that this reading is who you're going to be with. It's not an option. It's a prediction of like who you're going to end up with or what your next relationship, who it will be with. And then in the extended, if I decide to do the extended, the link will be in the description. The extended will look at the relationship. This is just going to tell you the person. Okay. So, card number one. Card number one is the Flirt card. Okay. Card number two, healing family issues. Okay. And card number three, love yourself first. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm going to allow you to choose your card and then I'll see you in your reading. Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. Hey, hey, hey. Shh, 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 shh. My dog is excited for the reading, I guess. Good morning. Thanks for being here, baby. Can you come here, please? Give me a second. Hey. We have mailmen. We have delivery people. We have so many people. You want to come say hello? Come say hello. Come say hello to our peoples. Sorry. But can you stop it, please? Go sit down somewhere. Relájate. Okay. Sorry about that. Hey. Now you're just being rude. He's old and grumpy and he's 12. I'm sorry, this is going a little bit over what I expected to be the intro, but here we go. Okay, he's sitting down. Old grumpy fart. That's what he is. Okay. Card number one. We're going to start you at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay. Card number one. Who is your next relationship? Who's the person you're going to be in your next relationship with? You got the Flirt card. You chose the Flirt card. It says, extend your lighthearted energy to others. Okay. I feel like this person that you're gonna end up in a relationship with, like part of the story that you guys tell or like talk about each other, like when people ask you how'd you end up together, how'd you meet? Like somebody in the group is gonna be like, no, they come after me first. And then you're gonna be like going back and forth, like, no. You were after me first, like that sort of thing. I think it's gonna be kind of cute. Okay, so let me just say this before I get into the reading because I really don't like sometimes I feel like when I'm doing a reading and certain like sign energies come out, it can be like really frustrating because some people are like, I don't think I'd ever be with that sign, or I don't think I'd ever be with someone with that traits. But like the thing is, you need to have an open mind about this because this is who you're going to be with. I will say that these first five cards that I show you, this is by everyone. Like this is who their family knows them to be, who the people that they've met before you know them to be, but it's not necessarily going to be how you know them. And I think this is very important because as we get into the reading deeper, you're going to see a different side of this person that may not be present in these first couple of cards. So I don't want you to feel like, oh my God, that sounds crazy. No. I mean, think about you. Like, have you ever like felt misunderstood by your friends or misunderstood by your family or your coworkers? Like, this is what we're going to look at now. We're going to be looking at like their reputation, the sort of demeanor they take, the way people get their first impression of them. But later on in the reading, we're looking at how you experience them, how you view them. So I just want you to make that distinction because a lot of the time I feel like I do readings, especially personals, and I'm like, oh, that sign, I don't know about that sign. And it's like, well, if this isn't the sign, then it's just their characteristics. So I want you to take everything with a grain of salt. Sometimes we can get so finicky with readings, right? Because some of the messages seem so similar to people we know. You may not know this person. It seems like you probably don't know who this is. And some of you guys are watching this right now, like, I really hope it's them. I really hope it's them. It might not be, baby. And that's okay because this reading isn't about what's your next shitty relationship going to be like. This is, what is your next loving, sweet, kind, the person you're supposed to be with? Like, who is that? That's what we're looking at. Hopefully, I don't have to go into this big spiel for every pile, but I might end up having to. So, okay, card number one. Enough of my yapping. You chose the flirting card, and who is your person? First card you got, Six of Swords. Six of Swords to the King of Pentacles. Sometimes I feel like I don't get to show you guys the cards in the camera for too long. But it's because sometimes it takes a long time to focus. Okay, the Fool. Okay, so we have the Six of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the Fool, the Knight of Swords, and the Five of Swords. Oh gosh. I just want to say, I feel like this person has like, I feel like the parents were very immature. This person's parents were very immature. I feel like this is someone who's very, and when I say immature, it just seems like they never got it together. Like they were very reckless. I feel like their parents, especially their mother, could have been very reckless, made like dumb decisions. They could have been the life of the party, very fun, very independent. But that's like the thing. It seems like this person, their parents just did whatever they wanted to do, probably took risks that ended up affecting them. This person could have had to move around a lot. They don't have to be that way, but it just seems like there's someone with the Six of Swords who's always had to be very solution oriented, who's always had to like pick up and go, always had to solve other people's problems, or maybe even be like the scapegoat of the family. If not the scapegoat, they're like the one, like it kind of seems like their friends, their family, they fuck up and then they look at them like, come save me, that sort of thing. And the reason why is because they come off like they could have a rising and an earth sign. They don't have to. But more than anything, what I'm getting is that the way that they come off to other people, the impression they live on people is that they eat good, they smell good, they probably taste good because they eat good. Like this, they come off as very healthy, but kind of like don't play with me. Like they come off as somebody who's worked very hard to get what they have. This is not somebody that you meet and they're just like the life of the party immediately. No, I don't think they're that at all. I feel like they're very serious because they've always had to be. And the reason why I made the distinction earlier is like the reason why I made the distinction, like this is how everyone else knows them, this is how their family knows them to be, but you may see a different side of them. Who knows? Maybe they get the full card for how they actually are. But what I'm seeing is the impression that they leave on people is kind of like, oh, big stepper, big spender, big like big everything, to be honest. But they don't want to draw attention to themselves. This is not the type of person that draws attention to themselves, but they get it anyways. And it's because they're very proper, they're very respectful, they have manners. This is not someone that doesn't have manners, that doesn't know how to speak to people, not at all. Not at all. So if you have someone in your mind right now that's very like flamboyant the first time you met them, unless you met them in like an instance where they felt safe enough to be that way, this that you're not thinking of the right person. This is probably somebody that you haven't known or you haven't met. I feel like this is someone who comes off as a very hard worker. They probably look like they're already married, already in a relationship, already have it all together. They probably don't have it all together, but they will eventually if they don't already. Now, if you dive deeper into the type of person this is and the way they grew up they grew up with childish people around them. That's why they come off very serious. They probably weren't allowed to be a child because they had to raise their own parent. They could have been the firstborn, or their mother was an only child. One of their parents might have lost a sibling. Either they lost a sibling or they're not in contact with them. This person probably has like an aunt or an uncle that they never met, they only heard stories about. And it doesn't have to be an aunt or an uncle. It could be like just like an elder. What else am I getting from this? I don't feel like something about their family or the way they grew up feels like kind of isolated. I don't know if they grew up moving around or something about their parents. Like they took a lot of risks that they were passionate about, but like they probably didn't think through. So this person, they don't like taking risks now. They take measured risks and they don't like to lose. It's not because they're super uber like competitive, but it makes them feel like a failure. I think in their relationships, they're used to being with people that say anything. Say anything. Um, I don't want to say that they're used to being with people that don't think, that don't stop and think, but they're used to being friends with or being around people that are probably air signs, probably say what's on their mind. This is the type of persons who hold back a little bit. They're very reserved when you first meet them. People will tell you that. Like if you've heard a rumor about this person, it's either that it's either that they're very cunning with the five of swords, or like almost like no one could really tell you anything. It's either or. It's really weird. I feel like this person has been put in situations where they've had to play dirty. So they know how to get down, but they just don't like to. So they'd rather be alone. Something about this person has a reputation for maybe being defeated or like really like beating someone out. I don't know what it is. This is definitely someone that could steal your girl, steal your man. But they would never do it. They would never do it, but they have a reputation for being that way. So either a lot of people want to be with this person, they've dealt with a lot of jealous people that have like treated them shady. Um, it kind of just feels like if you're watching this about a man, you don't have to worry about them. They seem very mature. Like, but I will say that whoever you're watching this about, their younger self was very different. So if they're super introverted, they weren't always that way. And if they're a big extrovert or they talk a lot, you know them to talk a lot, they've probably done a lot of healing to be able to do that. Um, okay. So again, let me remind you what we just looked at is how their family knows them, how the people that have been in their life for a while know them, whether or not those people have prejudices, that's not where like really, I mean, don't we all don't doesn't family always think that they know you best, right? Um or people that you grew up with, they think they know you best or whatever. That's kind of what they're known to be like, what most people that are not in a romantic relationship with them would say or describe them as. I don't feel like it's all bad. But it does kind of feel like they're hard to get to know. They have an exterior to them. And I think that they do intimidate people because they don't really need anybody. They've always been the one that people need. Yeah. So they probably have a hard time relying on people. And I will say that they have a reputation for not trusting super easily. Um, I don't want to say that they have trust issues though. I don't think they have trust issues because this person trusts themselves. You know what I mean? One thing that I will say and that I've seen come out in my readings a lot is that someone that has trust issues probably doesn't trust themselves. Um, and it doesn't mean that you haven't gone through anything. Like everyone I think at some point is like, I don't know. Like they're a little bit unsure. But I think when you're meant to be with someone, like you don't question them. And I feel like that's what this person understands. They understand that like if I have to like look over my shoulder and stuff, like I don't want to be with you. I don't want to be around you. I don't want to associate with you. This person has probably been broken up with though, or cut off, or I think they've been bullied, honestly. This person probably has been bullied before. All right, let's see. All right, now, these next cards that I pull, they don't have to be in their chart. They could be in yours. And if they're not, it's just characteristics. So don't take them too literal, okay? Who's the next person you're supposed to be with? We got Virgo. Virgo has come out. Sagittarius. That's funny. I don't know why I'm laughing. Okay, what else? Air. Air. So they got earth, fire, and air. What else is here? No way. And then we got water. House 4. Okay, so I think this person will surprise you. I think they'll surprise you because they're actually a very optimistic person. They're actually willing to try new things. They're probably the type of person that only tries new things because someone else like guided them to. Um, She never wrong. I hate looking over the shoulder. Yeah, no one likes to look over their shoulder, right? Like, who the fuck wants to do that? Okay. I feel like this person actually has a very cute laugh. And the reason why I say it's cute is because you probably don't hear it too often. Or they have like a public laugh and then they have like a like oh my god, like you're hilarious laugh. And only certain people get to see the goofy side of them. I feel like they're actually very goofy. And I will say that they have tact, but with the people that they're closest to, they're very blunt. They feel free to say what's on their mind with people that they love. So if you're with this person, right, and you kind of like, when you first start getting to know them, they're like, why did they say it like that? Or, oh, that kind of like, I don't know, that made me kind of feel sad. Like, not as an insult though. This person isn't going to insult you. They're just going to say things very like blankly. They say things very blankly sometimes, like, and they don't care. It's kind of giving the energy of like someone that, like someone will try to do them a favor. And if they genuinely don't feel like it's a favor, they're going to just decline it. And it may make you feel some sort of way, but I don't think you should take it that way, because I think that they're just like, they appreciate people's efforts, and so if they feel like the effort is not worth it, they're not gonna accept it. Like, this isn't someone who will accept a gift from somebody to be polite. They're actually the opposite. They're gonna be like, no, I'm good. And that may hurt you or make you feel some type of way in the beginning, but you have to recognize everything that I said in the beginning. They do that for a reason, either because they want to provide, or they have learned that something about this person. I just heard earned, like something is earned. So they're definitely, they like to take their time, but they don't like to waste it. Service. This person is very giving. They're very giving. In a romantic relationship, the person that they feel in love with is someone that appreciates every little thing that they do. This person does little things for people. They have a lot of integrity, but I think that sometimes they can get quiet. They can get in their head. But with you, I feel like you're going to see a different side of them. You're going to see them talk, talk, talk. Like, this person might talk a lot with you, or just be very goofy with you, with the Sag and Virgo energy coming out here, because it's mutable. So I feel like this is someone, depending on who they're around, you'll see a different side of them. They have a work, they have a whatever, and they have a whatever. But with you, you get to see all of it, you know? I think that they love to learn. They're going to be very curious about you. And I think what will kind of push you off sometimes is that they will ask you questions, and you're going to be sitting there like, why did they ask me that? And for them, they have a lot of reasons why, but they're not going to ever explain it. Like, this is the type of person to ask you, like, what did you want to be when you were younger? You give them an answer, and they just respond like, wow. And they don't tell you what they think. Like, they're that type of person. Um, if you ask them, if you can ask this person to open up in a way that resonates with them, they definitely will. But that's not their first instinct, you know? Um, they're the type of person that will probably want to hear more about you, but they do believe in family. Like, even if they don't have a good relationship with their family, they really love their mother. I will say, even if they're not alive anymore, even if their mother is not alive and they treated them really bad, or they're not talking to their mother or their family and they treated them really bad, they still love them. They still feel like they're the reason why they are who they are today. Yeah, this is what I mean when I say this person is very respectful. They're very respectful, respectable, and honorable, because like, this is the type of person, if they were in a bad relationship, they would never talk bad about that person, even if they deserved it. Because this is someone who's like, yeah, I came from this sort of family. I came from a broken home or whatever, but it turned me into who I am today. And I don't blame anyone. I don't blame anyone. I don't blame anyone for what they've done. This is someone very wise. With the Sag and the Virgo coming out here, they're very wise. I don't know if they're spiritual. I don't know if they're spiritual though, but they're very wise. They could be open to learning spiritual things if they're not, because I definitely feel like they've had out of body experiences before. They have they have either been friends with or dated someone that made them feel safe. They have had at least one relationship where they experienced that peace and comfort, that sort of thing. Okay, let's look more at this person. Oh my God, I'm sorry. What time is it? Yeah, these are going to be long. I don't know how long I'm going to be on live today, guys, but these are going to be long, because let me just show you how much more we have left for card number one. Should I speed it up? I don't know. Okay. All right. Tell me more about this person. 9 of Cups. Oops, sorry. 9 of Cups. 8 of Pentacles. Why am I laughing? 5 of Pentacles. And the Fool. I said, what do you know? What did I say? Rewind it. Rewind it to the beginning when I pulled the 3rd card, and I said, who knows? Maybe this person will have the Fool come out in their energy. And here it is. Bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom, bada blah. Okay. This is what I mean when I say they're probably very funny. They're very funny, but they're funny without trying. And I love those types of people. Okay, this person's actually very happy. They're very happy, very optimistic. The fact that my Sagittarius card has now come out twice, and they got the Sagittarius card that literally says Sag, it's not about that being their sign. It's about that being their energy. They're very jovial. They're very uplifting. Um, I feel like this is someone who's very encouraging. You probably get the most encouragement from them when they see that you're working really hard, because this is someone who's happy to work. They're happy to work. They're happy to go after their goals. They're happy to pay close attention to detail. This is somebody who's very like they get in the zone sometimes. They don't like to be disturbed when they're doing certain things. So I don't know if this person works out, like maybe they work out, they don't like to be interrupted that way, or I don't feel like they're selfish, but I do feel like they want to be comfortable. They want to live comfortably. They want to they want to be happy. So I don't know if they've dealt with depression or whatever, but it just seems like their focus is like feeling good, feeling I keep hearing safe. And that's not something that I always connect the 9 of cups to being with, but I am hearing safe, and it's reminding me a lot of this house forward card. It's like connecting it for me. So I feel like this person may actually want to like build a home with someone. I don't know if they want kids, but they do have like something they think of as like a happily ever after in their mind, and they're willing to work towards it. I feel like they have gotten very close to their goals before and then had to start completely from scratch. With the 5 of Pentacles, I feel like this is somebody who, if they have ever been poor, they care a lot about helping people. If they've ever been poor, they care a lot. They care a lot about taking care of others. So if you know this person to be very giving, it comes from a place of never being given to. They can pick up and walk away. This person, their mother might have done that to them though, or someone close to them growing up. It doesn't even have to be family. Could have even been just been like friends, just constantly pick up and walk away, start over somewhere new. It took them a while. It took them probably like 3-4 times to experience that in their life before they realized, damn, maybe I need to do that sometimes. So they're a very dedicated person, but I feel like they've learned how to like choose themselves the hard way. But I feel like they're actually they have a free spirit to them. They are free spirited. Yeah. You know what it is? I'm just going to be straight. People will say that this person is cold. They're not cold. They're very selective. This is someone who's very selective. They are only going to show certain people a certain side of them. And some of you guys are like, well, that's fake. Kids are nosy and lots of fun. Yeah, aren't they? um, they're very selective. And I feel like they don't care. If there's one thing about this person that's a little snobby, like a little really, is like, this is them saying, I don't care. I'm good. I'm good. I don't need to be your friend. I don't need to talk to you. Some of you guys, this person in school or at work, like they don't have no friends, or they do, but they have very select friends that they still talk to from those areas of life, because they're like, they do things with a purpose. Like, I'm here to work. I'm here to do this. I'm here to say this. I'm here to buy this. So if they had kids, they'd probably be like, I don't know if any of you guys ever had your parents to be like, don't go grabbing everything in the store. Like, they're that type of person, but they'll say it in like a funny way. They never want to if they were to have kids, they would never want them to feel punished. I feel like this person grew up with a lot of free reign. They grew up with a lot of free reign. So they've probably made a lot of mistakes that it's like when you're a kid and you make a mistake, right? Or you didn't know the right thing to do. And you feel like at some point, it's like you can blame your parents or the people that raised you, because like, why didn't anybody tell me that? This person has never really done that because they never expected their parents to be able to give them advice. So this is what I mean when I say they don't blame anybody. They don't blame anyone. What else? Knight of Swords coming out again, swinging. Knight of Swords. Just ask Grandpa. The Hanged Man. The Hanged Woman, Hanged One, whatever you want to call it. 8 of Cups. Yeah, this is what I mean when I say walking away. Walking away. And this is falling underneath that 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, I just wanted to look at that a little deeper. What else? Queen of Cups. Aw. So they do have a soft side to them. So this is someone that probably knows the right thing to do all the time. honestly. It might even tick you off sometimes how smart they are because they're very smart. And with the Knight of Swords, if they say something, they mean it. You don't have to worry about that with this person. They have a lot of integrity. With the Hanged One, though, I will say that you will feel a little left behind sometimes when they get into their zone with work. But just know that every time that they work, they're thinking of like building a future with you. They work so hard so that they can be happy with you. Eight of Cups to the Five of Pentacles. This person does have a fear of abandonment. It's very, 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 very deep. It's like the type of person who's like, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this, because no one else is going to do it for me. Wow. Eight of Cups to the Five of Pentacles, to the Fool and the Knight of Swords. This person has either had to walk away from people that they were in love with before, or they have been left behind. Like left behind. Like, I don't know if this person has had like a soft breakup before, a soft ending. Like, all of their endings seem very harsh, making them feel like really lost after. This person has felt lost before. And I think that's why they're actually so happy, why they can actually be the way that they are, because it's just something I just keep hearing. I'm never going back to that. And I'm drawn to the Eight of Cups here with the Six of Swords. This person saying, I'm never going back to that. I'm never going to relive that. Promise, like promising. I don't know if this person's religious or they pray, or they just talk to somebody. Like, I don't know if they've like known someone that passed away, but it just seems like sometimes this person talks to themselves, but they're talking to somebody else, like God, whatever they believe in, or something. It helps them feel less alone. You may catch them doing this sometimes. Queen of Cups. This is someone who, even if they didn't have a great relationship with their maternal figures in their life, they were actually very nurturing. This is the type of person who's like, I know what to do because I know what I didn't have. And that's why they don't blame anybody. They feel like you can learn from everything. This is the type, yeah, with the Sag, Virgo, air sign energy here. This is the type of person to say you can learn from everything. I don't think they believe in mistakes, but they do get really down on themselves sometimes if they do mess up, you know? So that could be something to help them with. Let's look more. Card number 1, we got delays. Tell me more about the next person you're going to be in a relationship with. We got delays. The advisor. Exactly. That's what I was getting. They just know the right thing. They just know the right thing to say, the right thing to do. They're a great friend. This is actually someone who's a really great friend. They may not have a lot, but a lot of people, some people, they don't have any friends because they are such a good friend and they've been treated bad. This is the type of person who's like, they'll give you advice, but if you don't listen to it, they're never going to waste their breath again. So that could be another reason why they don't have a lot of friends. They could walk away from people that they feel like make really stupid decisions. And a lot of the time, I think it leaves people like, what the hell? So you were just playing me, or you just really never cared. It's not that at all. This person has they get triggered by irresponsible people. Like irresponsible people that do not take care of themselves health-wise or money-wise or whatever, they get triggered by them. It doesn't mean that they expect people to have money, though. It doesn't mean that at all. But they definitely, it's something about it. It just like, it's like a red flag to them. They don't have many things that they feel like are red flags, like, oh, I would never get with anybody. But it's either someone that has money problems or cannot really take care of themselves the best way, and they lie about it. I think this person doesn't like a liar. Something about them is like, they have found out things about people that they feel like, why didn't you just tell me that? Something about like, you could have just told me that. Male. The male card here. I don't know if this person does something online. They talk to people online. Maybe they have a friend online, or you meet this person online. Maybe they have a long distance friendship with somebody. They could even have a pen pal. Love. Aw. And they got love. They're very loving. Look, this is almost one of the last cards that we pulled, and here we get it. Love. Very loving. Look at the heart. Mi corazón. Mi corazón. This person might send you sweet texts, sweet messages. Type to write you letters. Yeah, no one's a fan of lies, right? I just saw your comment. Okay. This person believes that something that's worth it is worth waiting for. So, if this sounds like someone that you know, a lot of you guys, this is not someone you know, but don't be delusional. If this sounds like someone you know, give it a thumbs up. And if this sounds like someone you know, you could be like, what's taking them so long? Well, that's why, because they believe that anything that is like worth it, you can wait for it. This is the type of person. This is why I said some of you guys are going to be like, well, no, I know you wanted me first. No, you reached out to me first. No, you talked to me first. Nothing about your relationship, maybe because of how busy they are. You may only talk to this person. Like, it doesn't feel like in the beginning, most of your interactions are going to be in person, unless you're a bit older. Unless you're older and this person has a home that they can invite you to, it seems like a lot of your connections will be, I just heard in the ether, but like through communication. Some of you guys may not hear from this person for a while. It has something to do with what they do for work or how busy they can get with work, and then maybe you change that side of them. This person can't wait to hear from you. When you guys get together, they're not going to be able to wait to hear from you. They love talking to you. Oh, wait. Just, oh my God, I just dropped something. Sorry. Mail with love. This person waits to hear from you. They wait to hear from you. Or if they have a long day, they're like, I just want to go home and talk to my boo. That's the type of person they are. I feel like when people see them in love with you, it's going to shock them because they're going to be like, what? You got them in a relationship? Especially if a lot of people have wanted to be with them and they were like, bye. I don't feel like they're the type of person to say it like that, though. Like, they don't want anyone to feel rejected. They're very nice. And that may bug you sometimes, how polite they can be. Because you'd be like, why don't you just tell them, hell no, that's not really them. And it's probably because they've been treated like that before. So don't take it personally. Don't feel like, oh, well, are they just trying to? No, they're just a good person, you know? It's kind of giving like this person thinks 8,000 years ahead. Like, they're the type of person to be like, can I tell my kids that I did this? Or if my kids were in this situation, what would I tell them to do? So that's what I mean when I say they have integrity. Like, they think about things like that. If someone I loved found out that I did this, like, how would I feel? And that's why, I think that's why I heard, like, they really will not like finding out things later. They want you to just tell them. Yeah, with the Virgo and the Sag, they want you to just tell them. Because the second that they find out something, even if it's small, it's going to cause them to overthink, and they may walk away from you, honestly. If this is someone that you already know, and you haven't heard from them in a while, or it's just taking a while for a relationship to get romantic, it's probably because they're going back and forth about something, and it would help you to reach out to them and clear the air. Okay, because this isn't someone that gets over people overnight. Like, they may walk away from you, but they still like you. They still may even love you. Yeah, with the Eight of Cups and the Queen of Cups, this is the energy of someone who will walk away from you, but it doesn't mean they don't love you. It doesn't mean they don't still harbor feelings for you, wish the best for you, want to take care of you. They just know that it's not good for them. It's not safe for them. It's not healthy. This is someone who, I don't know if they're sick. They may have like a sickness, an illness, whether it be physical, mental, or they've been around sick people. That could be another thing. Another thing that they could have been around is like very sick or weak people in their life. When I say weak, I mean like people that could not take care of themselves, like at all. So they're very compassionate as well. But I feel like what you will see is that they can be very emotionally compassionate with you. But what other people see is that this person probably is more like financially compassionate. They may like give a lot of money to like people on the street, or, you know, offer to help people with like certain projects and stuff, like do acts of service for people. But I feel like with you, they're going to be more lovey-dovey. What else? Queen of Wands, 10 of Cups, aww. 8 of Cups again. Yeah. So everything I just said about the walking away but still loving you, that stands. And then the 9 of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, so this is going to kind of segue us into the extended, which I may do. The extended is not going to be today, though, because I am going to get on live again. I'm going to go on live again later today to do a general like life reading, personal reading, like a personal what's going on in your life reading after later, though, not right now, because this is already like pretty long, but this is the time that I thought it would take to do each pile. So they're very hot. I feel like this person is very attractive. Or maybe you just find them to be very attractive. But I feel like you're happy with how they can be a bit demanding sometimes. Or they know what they want. I don't think they're demanding. I think this person just knows what they want. They're very attracted to you. The only thing they want to do is make you happy. They have 9 of cups and the 10 of cups here. Dream come true. Dream come true. Dream man or dream woman. Like, if you have a type, this person probably is your type. 9 of Pentacles. They're good on their own though. They probably have been single for a while. Or they're fine being single. This isn't someone who, like, I'm not going to say this is a hopeless romantic. They're not a hopeless romantic. They're fine being single. They're fine being alone. I feel like this is someone who's like, I can imagine my life happy by myself and with another person. The 8 of Cups and the 10 of Cups. This is the type of person, they will walk away if it's not this 10 of Cups. They will walk away if they're not happy. If you're not happy or they're not happy, if something about the relationship is just really unhealthy, they're going to walk away. Something about this person has been or stayed where things got very like ugly. They never want to do that again. So you don't have to worry about things getting toxic. You don't have to worry about things getting like a lot of arguments and things like that. They're not gonna want that at all. I'm not getting that this is an argumentative person at all. I actually feel like they're very open-minded. They're gonna hear you out. This is someone who's gonna hear you out. They feel the need to take care of you. They feel the need to protect you emotionally. So I don't know if you're very, like, if you resonate with being someone who's very soft, like very sensitive and soft, they see that in you. They appreciate it in you. They love that in you. They want to protect it at all costs. I just heard at all costs. Some of you guys are watching this and like, I'm not like that at all. That's just what they see. I don't know. So these 4 cards, the Queen of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, and the 8 of Cups, we're going to go over that in the extended card number 1 to look more at like the type of relationship you're going to have with this person. Because I feel, protect the petal. Aw, that's cute. Knight of Swords and the Hanged One. Knight of Swords and the Hanged One. This is someone who, I feel like they're the type to like stalk their prey. They're very observant. This is someone who's very observant. And honestly, like, if there's delays between you guys getting together, it's honestly because they're shy. This is the type of person who can like go after their goals when it comes to like work and stuff. But I feel like in regards to like love relationships, they don't know how to flirt. They don't know how to flirt. They don't know how to. Oh, that's so funny. And you chose the flirt card. I was like, what does the flirt card have to do? Because this doesn't really seem like that type of person. So this person might pull out either they don't know how to flirt and they're just gonna watch you, or just hope to God and pray in God and like pray to God that you reach out to them first, or they're gonna pull out all the stops. And if they get you, they're never gonna shut up about it. They're gonna be like, yeah, that got you. I worked on that one, that sort of thing. Like, oh, they're cute. They're funny. They're very goofy. I feel like they're goofy, and like most people don't get to see that side of them. So I like that. I like card number 1. They seem very sweet, very kind, very gentle, very loving. Okay, so now we're going to move on to card number 2. We're going to start card number 2 at 39 minutes. I need to give myself a second to get a sip of water. Might even be 39 minutes and 30 seconds because I need to take some breaths. Channel into this next person. If you haven't gotten a sip of water and you're still here, thank you for being here. I love you, and I hope you guys get some water too. I don't know where you're watching me from right now, but I appreciate it wherever you're at. Alrighty. Let's see. I feel I need to hold this agate. This is green moss agate, I think. This stone here. Green. I don't know if someone here like lives in the South, if you're in the US, or if you live in like a rural place with a lot of like nature. If you don't, if this person doesn't, I feel like they really like nature. They wish they could be in nature more. Maybe they wish they could travel somewhere that's very beautiful. This person kind of feels like an escapist. Like I don't know if they have Pisces in their chart or like 12th house placements. They could be artistic. Something about this person feels like they probably went through a lot and they found ways to cope with it in like creative ways. Oh, sorry. We'll see if that comes out. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. I'm feeling like Pisces or Libra energy. Let's see if it comes out though. Healing family issues, card number 2. This is the card you chose. I just want to say what I said to card number 1. Keep an open mind with this, okay? If you're watching this hoping that it's a specific person, if it's not, it very well may not be, but this is the person you're meant to be with. This is the next loving relationship that you're going to be in, okay? So keep an open mind. If it's not, if the signs that come out or whatever don't resonate, like maybe you're not typically attracted to that type of person, just keep listening. Okay. The extended is going to go over what your relationship will be like. This is simply going to tell you the type of person. Now, when we're using our Dark Mansion Tarot, these cards are going to describe the general consensus of the type of person they are from their family, from people that they've known up to the point that they meet you. So look, I just want to show you the difference. Okay. This is how most people see them. This is how you will see them. Okay. So don't think off of these first few cards like, I don't know, because some people will surprise you. Okay, so who is the card, or who is the person that card number 2 is supposed to be with? Maybe they like to dance, or either they like to dance or they're a terrible dancer. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Okay, let's see. 3 of Pentacles. Oh God, I'm saying oh God because I just did a reading. I just did a personal, doing this spread, and the second card that they got with this Dark Mansion Tarot was the 3 of Pentacles. So I'm saying oh God because I'm wondering if it's similar, but they were good people. Okay, so okay, 3 of Pentacles. Maybe this person explains themselves a lot. Okay, Ace of Cups. Oh, cute, cute, cute. Ace of Cups. 3 of Pentacles to the Ace of Cups. To the 2 of Pentacles. That's why I was like, maybe they have Libra. 2 of Pentacles, Libra energy. Oh, 8 of Cups came out in reverse here. I'm not taking reversals unless they surprise me like that, so we'll take it. And the 3 of Swords. Oh no. Ah! This person is a softie. I just want to lock them up and hold them in my pocket. Just want to protect them. Oh no. Okay. This is someone very sweet, soft, kind, beautiful. Okay. I don't know if they grew up poor. They could have grown up with a lot of money or well off. I think I might need to dig a little deeper into their home life. Something about them doesn't want me. They have secrets. Oh, healing family issues with the 2 of Pentacles. Oh. Okay, I said something about someone growing up near rural area. I don't know if that's the case. Someone here actually may have grew up around water. I'm seeing so much water, so much land with water here. Like a coast or something. It doesn't even have to be a coast. There could be like lakes near them. Something about this person, they cope by going near water. There's somewhere that they've gone to in their life to just get a good cry out, and there was actually a lot of water near there. It's going to resonate with someone here. 3 of Pentacles to the Ace of Cups, to the 2 of Pentacles, the 8 of Cups in reverse, and the 3 of Swords. This is somebody who, overall, they are solution. This is very similar to card number 1 in the sense where their overall essence kind of gives me similar energy. Because card number 1, they have the 6 of Swords for their overall like energy, and you got the 3 of Pentacles. Both of those cards to me are my let's figure it out cards. They're my, okay, this isn't working, let's do this. But the 3 of Pentacles is a little different because this is someone who's willing to show people their skills. There's something that this person is really good at that I think others admire them for. It could be art. Because I'm seeing them doing something very precise with their hands. It kind of reminds me of how hard the person on the 8 of Pentacles tarot card works. You see how they're like building those pentacles there? I think they're very patient. They're used to having people put pressure on them. I don't know if they're book smart though. Kind of feels like people put pressure on them to share their emotions. Or to cater to their emotions. This person feels like an introvert. But like they turned into an introvert. You know? Ace of Cups. They could have a water rising. Or when you meet them, you just feel a lot of love for them. They're a very lovable person. They make you feel a lot of things at once when you first meet this person. So I don't know if it's like a love at first sight sort of thing, or they just feel very gentle. They feel very gentle, very lighthearted. The type of person to have a conversation with you, you just met them and they say like, I love you, or I love that, or oh my God, that sounds so great. Like they're very like that. Like they like to make people feel good. I feel they need to cry. So maybe they're a very emotional person. They're very emotional. That is one of the first impressions that you will get from them, is that they're very emotional, or they lead with their heart with the Ace of Cups. Two of Pentacles. The way that they grew up, though, I feel like the reason why they lead with their heart now is because they grew up. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, this is why I say this person could have Libra placements. Something about them is giving like their parents, specifically their mother, is the type to always tell them, okay, well, did you think about that? Did you think it through? Did you think about everything? Okay, but what about this? What about that? That sort of thing. Oh. This, okay. So they probably, their parents or their mother probably micromanage them a lot. Micromanage them a lot. This is, I feel, I'm going to be honest. I feel like you're the person that they end up with that shows them, no, you can actually do it. You don't need those people. This person feels like they've been like emotionally manipulated quite a lot in their life, and they're unaware of it. They're unaware of it because they are so loving. They are actually a very genuine person. And I think that's something that you will notice in them and help them heal. And it's going to be I don't want to say a big task, but it's something that you will see in them. And I feel it's something that you won't say to them immediately, because you know that they come from a good place. And it's something about them. Maybe they've been told this before or whatever, but they never really quite processed it. Something about this person feels like it takes a while for them to process their emotions, and then to act on. How do I say this? How do I say this? Because I don't feel like they're emotionally impulsive. I think that they're very just open. They're very open, and they've been brokenhearted because of it. And I don't even see this as being romantic. I think this is just in general. The type of person who's like would cry seeing a little girl crying in the street, like that sort of thing. Like they are just very like, oh my God, like that sort of thing. What they don't realize though is that it comes from the way they grew up. They may have had a single parent, or someone that had to manage multiple priorities all at once. And so whenever this person wants to like lead with their heart, they have someone in their family that reminds them that, oh, but did you think about this? Did you think about that? So they've had their bubble burst quite a lot in their life. With the Eight of Cups in reverse is telling me that, oh no, I'm not really getting great energy from this. I think this person, hold on. High Priestess, Three of Wands. I don't know if this person has been stalked before. They could have been in like toxic relationships before and like didn't label it that way, but they were unhealthy. I'm behind a big pile too. Oh, hey baby. Kind of feels like the people that they have chosen, the people they've been friends with, the people that they've dated, if they have dated anyone, they never really let them go. They never wanted to let them go. They never wanted to walk away from them. They stayed in their life longer than they deserve to be there. This is someone who, if they love you once, they'll love you forever. That may sound very like disheartening to hear if you don't operate like that, but that's just who they are. They always have love for people in their heart. And I think that's why they have a reputation for being this Three of Swords, for being hurt, for being like disappointed over and over. Some of you guys, I don't know if their parents disappointed them. I'm definitely hearing like you deserve better. Something about like you deserve better. I really feel the need to cry right now. It's something about this person's like, I don't know. And that's why I feel like they have secrets. Something about this person is like, if you listen, if this person actually told you like the things that they've been through, you would not believe it because of how loving they are, because of how kind they are. And I think that's why they have this like reputation of the Three of Swords, because people that know them, people that love them, They know that they deserve better than what they have. Some of the people that are around this person, they've done them wrong, and that's why they see them that way. That's kind of sad. All right, let's see. Let's see. Who's the person you're meant to be with? I wanna pick things up. I don't know if it's like you or this person. Maybe they go through depression. Something about friends, lost friend. I don't know what that's about. Let's see. Aries. Who's the person you're meant to be with? Got Aries. Trine. Okay, so they could be on like the Aries Pisces axis. Water. I did say I felt water. Aries Pisces axis makes sense, but they don't have to be there. They could even have like Aries or Pisces placements, first house, 12th house placements, or like the cusp, like something about like the end, the edge of those degrees in their chart are very significant. They could even have a trine with Aries in it in their chart. House 9. House 9. Okay. So this person is very independent, very passionate. They're also brave. They're brave because of the way that they put their heart out there. That's what makes them brave. This isn't the type of person that's gonna like run into like traffic to, like save a kitten, like that side of brave. But like the brave where it's like you have to be brave to put yourself out there. They're extremely emotional, very sensitive, but they're also very intuitive. They're extremely intuitive. I will tell you that right now. You can't lie to them. They will pretend like they don't know, but you can't lie to them. And I think that's why they get brokenhearted sometimes. Sometimes this person feels like people lie because it's too hard to tell the truth. So they end up keeping people around them that like don't deserve to be there. It's like I don't know. It kind of feels like this person treats everyone like a kid. Like they treat everyone like they don't know any better. They're very soft. They're very soft. And what's really important to them is like harmony, things feeling good, like going with the flow. This is the type of person that likes to go with the flow. They go where their heart leads them. They kind of feel like a teddy bear. I don't know if they're an introvert. Something about them makes me feel like I need to just take a nap. I just want to take a nap. Okay, so maybe this person sleeps a lot. They probably sleep quite a lot. Let's see. Tell me more. Four of Swords. What did I say? They probably sleep a lot, or take a nap. And here we have the rest card, the Four of Swords. Okay, Four of Swords. Five of Swords. Four of Swords. The Five of Swords. Oh, okay. Interesting. As loving as this person is, I feel like they don't catch feelings easily. Or they don't catch romantic feelings easily. Oh, this person has a reputation for being a heartbreaker, because I think that there have been a lot of people that have fallen in love with them because of the type of person they are and because of how loving they were. But then they quickly found out that they're just loving like that with everyone. So a lot of people have maybe like resented them sometimes because of that. But they would never tell them because they don't blame them. It's like that sort of thing where it's like I don't have anybody to be mad at but myself, because people may like project certain things onto them. They seem kind of clueless. They seem clueless, like the type of person that would not know that you liked them romantically unless you told them straight up. As spiritual and in tune as they are, there are some things that they're completely oblivious to, like they don't even think about. Yeah, what did I say? Kind of clueless, oblivious. In their dream state in the world, like their heads are always in the cloud. They can be a little bit aloof sometimes. They're very dreamy though. This is why I was feeling like strong Libra energy, because here's the Seven of Cups. That's my Libra card. Or artistic. What else? Justice. Oh my God. And here it is. The Libra card, Justice. What? And they don't even have to have that. They probably don't. They could have seventh house placements though. But I feel like if they have seventh house placements, they're not like, it's not like romantic though. I don't know if this person just like, if they have a good relationship with their friends, there's somebody in their family that is like their best friend. But some of you guys, they don't have a good relationship with their family. Four of Swords, the Five of Swords, to the Seven of Cups, and the Justice card. This is the type of person who, as loving as they are, when they have a crush on someone, when they like somebody, they don't act on it. Because they start saying, what if, but what if, but what if this? What if they don't, blah, blah, blah. What if they don't like me that way? What if, whatever. So they've probably broken people's hearts just by never making that move. It's weird because it sounds like, oh, well, they leave with their heart. But there are a lot of people that are very loving, but they can't imagine someone being in love with them. This person can't imagine someone loving them as deeply as they love people. So I feel like their mind plays tricks on them sometimes. They may have to sleep a lot because their dreams are the only thing that they trust. Like they only trust messages that they get when they're alone. Oh, I think that's why it says it takes them a while to process their emotions. Probably because they've been so emotionally manipulated. That's what you'll help them figure out. The only reason why you don't trust your whatever is because you've been told time and time again not to. By people that were very cunning, very sneaky, very good at making you question things, This person struggles to do what's right for them, but they are very honest. It's kind of it's hard though, because this person tries to be honest, but there are some things that they lie about because they're I don't want to call them delusional. They're not delusional. They just take a while. It's like the energy. Have you ever met somebody and you're like, are you lying? They're not. They just didn't think about it that way. Something about oh, I didn't think about it that way. This is someone that is okay. They know how to say sorry. But sometimes you may get frustrated with them because maybe you feel like they owe you apologies for small things. It's giving small things. They're kind of silly. I don't know if they grew up as an only child. Something about sharing. You may get annoyed with them because they want to take your clothes or share things with you all the time. I don't know. They kind of feel a little clingy. It's because they love you. Give the energy of I'm going to give you your space in the beginning, but once I know that you love me, I want to be around you 24/7. So that may bother you sometimes if you're someone that needs your space, but just know that that's their way of showing they love you. What else? Two of Cups. They got the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Yeah, this is what I mean when I say they need a while to process their romantic feelings for someone, or it takes them a while to figure out how they truly feel. Meditation. This person may meditate. I don't know. Two of Wands. Yeah, something about decisions being a bit indecisive. I feel like this person is not indecisive. They just care a lot about what people they love think, or they no, that's not what it is at all. They care a lot about how do I explain this? They're kind of this is a very interesting person. They're not insecure. This isn't an insecure person. I think that while I've been describing them, they sound like that. They're not insecure at all. I think that they're just very emotional. And a lot of people don't understand them. That's just the fact. A lot of people don't understand this person and why they do the things that they do. But I feel like you will. I feel like you will. And it's going to be very rejuvenating for them to not be questioned all the time by people. People question them all the time. And they're so used to it that they never push back. Yeah. With the Libra card or the Justice card here, sorry. They're so used to it that they never push back. They never say, no, I got this. But they need to. And you may teach them how to do that. Just be like, no, I'm good. Kind of like the Emperor card should be out here. Let's see. Justice again. Oh my God. I cannot make this up. And this is falling under the Seven of Cups. They try to take a lot of people's feelings into account. That's one thing I will say. But they'll always do that with you. They always do that with you. Sometimes this person procrastinates because they're afraid of people's emotional reaction to what they're going to do. So that may bother you sometimes. Especially if this person waits a while to bring up something they're upset about. I feel like this person, they don't get angry. It doesn't feel like there's an angry bone in this person's body, honestly. And I have been in a relationship like that before, where I just, I don't get to that point, and it actually bothered them. Some people feel like you need to see that intense emotion or whatever to feel loved or feel like something is real. Don't do that with this person because they're just very level-headed. They're very level-headed and yeah. What else? King of Swords, yeah. They're very level-headed. They're very, as emotional as they are, they actually are very intelligent. And like, I just heard like that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Certain things just don't matter to them. It's not even on their radar. Alright, hold on. My computer just popped something up. I want to take it out of the way so I can still see you guys. Okay. Okay. Let's keep looking. This person's very interesting. I feel the need to whisper or be very quiet. I don't know if this person, they get scared easily. I don't they get scared easily. They probably like horror movies or scary things, but they do get scared easily. Like the type, like if you walked up behind them and they didn't know you were there, they'd go ha, like like that sort of thing. They're very cute. They remind me of like a little kitten. A little kitten. The cats are smart. Here with the Two of Wands and the decision. Okay, decision. This is also the Two of Swords energy. Decision. They're very intuitive. Yeah, that's what I was getting. They're very intuitive. They'll never say this to you, but they really, one thing that will like, let me describe the type of person that you're dealing with. This is somebody who's loving no matter what. So if you make them sad or you make them feel upset, they're still going to be around you. They're still going to talk to you. They're still going to love you. They're still going to treat you the same way that they've always treated you. And so that might be something that you get upset about sometimes, because it seems like they keep things to themselves, or they feel like they'll sort their feelings out with enough time. And one thing that you will teach them is that they need to sort their feelings out with you. They need to tell you about what they're feeling. Because as intuitive as they are, most people they can't read them emotionally. I don't know if this person, like, it's just so crazy because none of these cards show me like a hot mess, but they could very well be. They could have a lot of issues, a lot of things going on with them at any given point. And because they are someone who's always been expected to just have the answers or do the right thing, or people always look to them for answers, they never ask for help. I don't even think this person needs help. I think that they may just need someone to like talk to or something, to bounce their emotions off of. Seems like they have a good way of transmitting their feelings. And they don't know how to do that in a relationship. They don't know how to share their feelings in a relationship. I feel like this person doesn't want to be like an emotional burden because they know how sensitive they are or how emotional they are. So people in their life have made them feel bad for what they feel sometimes. So that's probably why. One thing that I will say, if this person ever feels like you're coming towards them with this Two of Pentacles energy, oh, well, did you check this? Did you do that? Whatever. They're not going to like you, but they will love you. So that's one thing that I will say. Never do that with them, because it will ruin it. It will ruin it for them. They'll never tell you though, but it will register to them like they don't trust me. They don't think I know what I'm doing. Like it will register to them like that. And they don't want to make you feel bad about it, so they probably will never bring it up, but it will never, like, your relationship will never be the same. If you don't figure out that's the reason why they got upset, your relationship will never be the same. That's the only thing though. That's the only thing that I will say, like, it's clipped. Like, everything else you're fine. But this person really just not like being treated like a child or being treated like they don't know, because something like people do that with them a lot because they're very emotional. They assume that they're like not smart enough to like handle things on their own, or people will like try to like control them or like micromanage them sometimes, and they really don't like that. They really don't. What else? They care. They don't care. They're like, just what else? Work. They're very hardworking. They're very patient. I feel like this person could wear anything and look good. Romance, and they're very romantic. Some of you guys, this could be a work romance or someone that you meet through work, or they're just in love with the work that they do, which I did get earlier with the Three of Pentacles coming out. Some of you guys may meet this person at their place of work. One thing that I will say though is that if you ever do make this person feel like you're micromanaging them or that they don't have it together, just explain it to them. Explain it to them. Don't wait for them to bring it up. Explain it to them. If you ever feel like this person is upset about something, they just ask them, because they don't want to make people feel like they have to take their feelings on as their own. So a lot of the time they'll just keep them to themselves until they let go of them, you know? But that's not very healthy when you're with someone that wants to know how you feel. This person has never really been with someone that really wanted to know how they felt, um, and was going to do something about it. Does that make sense? It's like the energy of someone that's like, well, you didn't ask, so I didn't tell you. That sort of thing. So don't do that with them because they're very pensive. They think a lot. Sometimes they may get very quiet because they're thinking about things. And that's your opportunity to get to know them, to be like, what's on your mind? Don't pressure them though. They will open up to you in due time once they trust you, you know. I don't feel like they have trust issues though. That's not a problem with them. It's just a comfortability thing, in a time thing. Yeah, with the Seven of Pentacles coming out here, it's a time thing for them. But they're very loving with the Two of Cups coming out here. Once they've decided on you, they decided on you. This person probably does want to be in a relationship with the Justice card coming out here. They don't want to be in a situationship. They want to be with someone that chooses them, says, this is what we are. They don't want to think. Something about this person has been in relationships with people that they probably had to walk away from because they never put a label, but they intuitively knew that they loved them, but that wasn't enough. So that's probably another reason why they don't bring up their feelings or whatever. They probably have been with people that were emotionally unavailable, emotionally cold. Queen of Pentacles to the Lovers. Wow. Queen of Pentacles to the Lovers. To the Hierophant. Yeah, that's what I mean. They want like a legit thing. And the Six of Pentacles. Oh, let me show you these cards real quick and then I'll explain to you what I'm seeing. Queen of Pentacles to the Lovers. Isn't that beautiful? Look how beautiful these cards are. It's giving that this could be literally any sign under the in the world. Like this could be any sign because that's not what matters to them. As spiritual as they are, they don't care. They don't care about your sign. They don't care about like any of that. They care about a connection. They care about loyalty. They care about someone that will take care of them. The Hierophant and the Six of Pentacles. The Hierophant to the Six of Pentacles. So the Lovers. I don't feel like this is someone who... One thing I will say about them is that I'm not getting a lot of like sexual energy or physical like energy from them at all. So I don't know if this person has experienced like some sort of trauma with that, or like maybe they're just not too comfortable in their body, or they feel like the physical attraction comes later. This could be someone that, I don't know if they are still this way, but they have been celibate before, or they have made a decision to like not do that with people before. Or they have had to like kind of practice some sort of restraint when it comes to physicality for some reason. I don't know if they grew up religious or they've converted to a certain thing here or something like that, but they have a lot of beliefs when it comes to physical intimacy. And that's probably why they wait. It's like giving the energy of someone, it doesn't mean that they're not sexual. They probably are, but they feel like there's something connected to like being physical with someone that they don't want to rush. They don't want to rush that. And they probably have been in situations physically where people did not like care about like reciprocating or making them feel good, or just took from them, kind of like objectified them. I feel like this person has been objectified. I feel sorry. I feel the need to cry because of that. That probably gets them down sometimes. This person feels very quiet, very quiet. Doesn't mean that they can't talk. Oh, I need to charge my computer before it dies. Give me a second, guys. I'm just gonna plug it up. The charger's right here, but I just saw the screen dim and I was like, uh-oh. Hold on, let's see. Is it charging now? Yeah, we're good. Okay. Yeah, I feel, oh, this person does that. Oh. Okay. Yeah, we'll dive deeper into that in the extended. But one thing that I will say about this person is that I said, like, you're going to have to ask them, like, how are you feeling? What's going on? But you're going to need to ask them more than once. And they will notice. They will notice that you do that. You put in the extra effort to understand them emotionally. Two of Cups coming out here twice. This person may talk about work a lot. But it kind of gives like, they'd rather listen to like how you feel, how your day was, than like talk about theirs. So you're definitely going to need to like force this person to open up. No, not force. Don't force them. But something about them feels like they're probably just used to people like emotionally dumping on them because they're so emotional. Like people probably like tell them all of their problems, you know, with the justice card coming out here twice, people probably come to them for advice, especially when it comes to their relationships and stuff. And like they just listen. And then I feel like they kind of walk away. Yeah, because I'm seeing the Hierophant with the Six of Pentacles. Kind of feels like people like come to them for like charity or something, come to them for like advice or come to them for like something. And they always give it, but you know, something about like, well, when am I gonna get that? Like, when are you gonna give that to me? And they just wait, they wait, they wait. Oh, is that what I was said earlier about something like they knew someone loved them or they knew whatever, and so they waited longer than they should have, or that person was in their life longer than they should have been, like that sort of thing. Kind of gives like this person, they give people the benefit of the doubt all the time, all the time. So some of you guys may get frustrated with them because you're like, well, why didn't you tell me that? And they're like, well, I thought it was gonna get brought up. Oh, that's the type of person you're dealing with. Some of you guys may be like, well, why didn't you tell me that earlier? I want you guys to recognize that if there's ever a time in your relationship where you're talking to this person and you're like, well, why didn't you tell me that? Why did you keep that from me? You really need to sit back and ask yourself, have you created a space for them to be able to do that? Especially if you're on go a lot. Because this is the type of person that is like, no, it's fine. You know, no, it's okay. Or they'll open their mouth and go, and then you ask them, what were you about to say? And they'll go, never mind. Like that's the type of person they are. And so it's just like, you have to really be careful with them, or be careful with that, because they'll never tell you straight up, like, you didn't make me feel like I come to you with this, or you never created time for this. Or if you come to them and you're like, well, you seem off. Like, why aren't you like giving me a kiss? Like, or something like that. They probably won't want to make you feel bad, but like you forgot their birthday or something like really important. Like they're that type of person. So if there's any time where you're like getting upset at them because you feel like they're being dishonest or they're like just not being upfront, you should ask yourself, like, why is that? Because this isn't someone that lies. They can be upfront, they can be direct. It's not their typical way of communicating, but they can be. But they need to be in like the right space. If something about your relationship is going to teach them that they can do that with you, but you need to, that's the part that you have to put in. That's the effort you have to put in. I think a lot of the time people feel like they're going to get in a relationship, it's just going to be perfect and like just going to understand each other immediately. Things are just going to be poof, great, beautiful. That's not always the case. You know, it's not always the case. Sometimes it's that this person shows you a side of yourself that you need to develop a little bit more. I think that's what like healthy relationships do, healthy friendships do. They show you like a new way of being or a new way of looking at things. This is the type of person that you will get with for that reason. Wow. Very beautiful energy from card number 2. Okay. So we're going to move on to card number 3 now. Card number 3, you chose the love yourself first. I'm going to give myself a second to take a sip of water. So if you need a break, feel free to take one. Card number 3, we're going to start you at 1 hour. Wow. Been on here for a while. Oh my God. 1 hour, 14 minutes. Okay. Let me take a sip of water. I think this is my black tourmaline. I feel the need to hold this. So someone here has a very intense personality. Intense. Someone here has like those eyes. I'm getting strong Scorpio energy here, or 8th house energy, or Leo. More than anything, I'm getting fixed. Oh my God. Sorry. Fixed energy here. Okay. But that may all be your friend. Let's see. So card number 3. Card number 3, you chose the love yourself first card. Card number 3, who's the next person you're meant to be in a relationship with? Oh, okay. This is the last time I'm going to give this speech in this reading, but I need to give it because just the way the last 2 cards went, I know that this pile needs to hear it. If I start to describe someone that does not sound like your type, doesn't sound like someone you already know, doesn't sound like someone you would typically like get with or whatever, keep watching. Because this is supposed to be the relationship with like the person that you're meant to love, the person that like changes you, the person that makes you feel good, the person you're like supposed to be with. You know what I mean? And so a lot of the time, like that person will surprise you. I've just experienced that myself. Like my first love was with someone that I never would have thought I would have ended up with, but I had a very loving relationship with them. So, just keep an open mind. Now, these first couple of cards that I show you from the Dark Mansion Tarot, these are cards to describe this person based off of like the general consensus of everyone else in their life up until the point that they meet you. Okay. The rest of these cards are how you experience them. So there's a big difference. Let me just show you the difference in stack. Okay. These first few cards are going to be like, I don't know. You might be like, I don't know about that, but just keep watching. All of these piles or cards have generally or genuinely surprised me. Okay. My stomach is starting to feel kind of tight. I don't know if someone here deals with anxiety. Or word vomit or something like that. Let's see. Knight of Wands. Okay, one thing that I want to say before I continue on with this pile. There are some people that like look very confident, but they actually deal with like a lot of anxiety. That could be the type of person you're dealing with. Or maybe that's you. Someone in this couple though, they resonate with that. Let's see. Like where you look very confident, but you're just faking it till you make it, or you're like acting the part. It's not that you don't like believe in yourself, but there's something like deeper to it. Like, I don't know. 9 of Pentacles. Who's the next person you're supposed to be in a relationship with? Knight of Wands to the 9 of Pentacles. To the Knight of Cups. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. What else? 7 of Pentacles. Oh, nah. And the Page of Wands. Oh, shit. Okay, I didn't get... Should I say that? Let me roll the die. Should I say that? Yes or no? Hold on. Yes. Okay. Some of you guys, this is the only energy, the only pile that I got this energy from. This is someone that you've already dated, someone that you've already known or been friends with. And you probably didn't get a good vibe from them, honestly. You probably like them a lot, but they probably seem like a player. Or this is someone that you go on like the first date with, 1-2 dates with, and you're like, I don't know about them. And you probably write them off for a little bit before you guys get in a relationship, if you don't already know them. Okay. The reason why I say that is because this is textbook emotionally immature player energy. And I think that's why it's very important that I said this is how everyone else has known them to be. This is how everyone else has experienced them to be up until the point that they get with you. I want to make that distinction here because the card you chose is love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So that's going to come into play in this relationship. Or maybe you resonate with being that energy. I don't know. If you resonate with being someone that has never been in a relationship, hates the idea of being in a relationship, has a big struggle with commitment, then maybe you're watching about yourself and you need to choose a different pile for the person you're going to be with. But if you're not that type of person, then keep watching. Okay. Well, either way, you should keep watching. Okay. So who's the person you're meant to be with? The next person you're going to be in a relationship with, a loving relationship with. Knight of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, to the Knight of Cups, the 7 of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. This person is like kind of like a loose cannon. Like you can't control them. You can't predict them. They're here one day, gone the next. If they have had jobs, they probably have quit them very quickly or not been there very long. But the fact of the matter is, though, even if that is the case, they actually do very well for themselves. They actually love themselves. The impression that they give on other people is that they are single and good, single and attractive. Animals love them. They have a natural beauty to them. I just heard they don't play, but they do play. This person, I'm hearing that song. Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard. So this person works as hard as they play. But something about it feels like you only saw their playful side or their like not so serious side. But most people, the impression that they get from them is the Nine of Pentacles. So either they're really good at faking it and you can see right through their BS, or you just need to see a different side of them and you need to keep an open mind, because this person is very complex, multifaceted. They have different sides to them, for sure. I think they grew up with a very charming mother, probably a very loving mother, a very compassionate, kind mother. But something about them was not very mature in relationships. So, can I get one more? Can I get one more to describe the Knight of Cups before I get into this? One more to describe the Knight of Cups. Okay, we got conflict in reverse. Bottom of the deck is vow. Oh, okay. So, Knight of Cups. This person grew up watching either their parents or their mother. They could have very well had like a single parent, but they grew up watching one of their parents date a lot, but it never got serious. Or it felt like it was going to get serious. It felt like they were going to get married. It felt like they were going to whatever, and it never did. It didn't last. So either their parents were divorced, they ended up getting back out there, and they liked dating. Something about they liked dating. Their parents taught them that there's something sweet about like dating or love or like finding the one, but it doesn't feel serious. I'm hearing liberating. So there's something liberating. They were raised to learn that there's something liberating and free about connection with others. This is very different than the other piles I was getting. This person feels like an extrovert. They feel like an extrovert. They feel very confident. I think that they are open to dating, but they're actually not open to falling in love. And that's the issue, I will say, not the problem. It's an issue for them. It's an issue for them because I don't think that they realize that it comes from the way that they grew up seeing relationships around them. They grew up seeing relationships around them where people either liked each other a lot, but they never loved each other. Or they loved each other a lot, but they never were able to confess their feelings. So either if you grew up with a parent that was a hopeless romantic and never confessed their feelings for someone, and they learned that's the way to do it, or they grew up with someone that was always dating, always putting themselves out there, but it never got anywhere, you know? So I feel like unintentionally or subconsciously, this person has like kind of turned into someone who dates around a lot, or no, let me not say that. That sounds really bad. They don't date around a lot, but that is open to dating, open to whatever, but they never quite believe that it's going to turn into something. So I feel like they've been in relationships with people that they could have been around that person or dated people for a long time, a good while with the Seven of Pentacles, but it never really got anywhere. Because the Seven of Pentacles is like when you do everything right and you're just waiting for this stuff to grow, you know? So I don't know if they've been led on or they've led on other people. It kind of feels like sometimes this person has led people on unintentionally because they've never really been able to articulate why they do this. Something about they don't know. They feel kind of oblivious to the fact that they're doing this. Because in their mind, I think they're telling themselves that, yeah, I want a relationship. Yeah, I've been single for a while. And yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, I'm open to dating. But they're not actually open to dating because dating is to get in a relationship. Dating is to fall in love. And I think up until the point that they meet you, they're part of the reason why a lot of people don't date or a lot of people don't want to be in a relationship. I'm just going to be honest. And it's not because they're not a loving person. It's because they don't realize that they're doing this with people. They don't realize that they're not ready. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles is not ready. Typically, when I'm doing this sort of spread, when I'm looking at this position in the spread, this describes the type of person that they're with. So I think this person has been in one relationship before, probably just one, like legitimate relationship before, but they thought it was, sorry, why isn't that focusing? They thought it was going to go somewhere. They put a lot of effort into it and it never did. It never went anywhere. But I think if they look back on that relationship more, there were practical reasons why they were attracted to them. Either they grew up in the same city, their family was similar, their family already liked them, so they thought it was a sure thing, like that sort of thing. Like this is the type of person to watch like love movies, and they're like, oh, that's what a relationship is supposed to be like. Their parents like them, they go to the same school, they are from the same town, or blah 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 blah, like that sort of thing. I don't know if this person's autistic. Nothing wrong with it. I'm a behavioral therapist. I work with kids, adults on the spectrum. I love it. Very beautiful people, very intelligent, very smart. But there's something about it where it's like they may rationalize things a lot, but they don't realize that's what they're doing because it connects to them. It makes sense to them. Something about what they do, it makes sense to them. Not in a delusional way, in a way where it's like they've seen it work for somebody. What they don't realize is that there's no like one, what is it, one size fits all for like relationships. It's kind of giving the energy of like they've been around people that have had a list. Oh, they've been around people that have had a list. Like the person I need to be with, they need to have this job, they need to do this, they need to whatever, or something simple like they need to like dogs or they need to whatever. And they feel like that's fine. And whoever they were with matched that list, but they never felt in love with them. They never felt like, whoa, like that feeling, And so I feel like they have this reputation of being this like Page of Wands, very emotionally immature, very passionate, very fun, but like that's it. And people just cap them at that. But the fact of the matter is that there's a difference here. People see them as this Page of Wands, but their first card that they got was the Knight of Wands. Okay. So I just want to point that difference out. That's why I said, just wait. Don't click off just yet, because as I said, that is what everyone else has experienced them as, but you're going to see something different. So we're going to see what that turns out to be. Okay. So these next few cards are going to be maybe your astrological placements or theirs. And if it's neither, then it's just their characteristics. Okay. We got Mercury. Yeah. Something about the way they think. Things make sense to them. They have a way of rationalizing things or of thinking about things in a way that makes sense to them. Let me keep going. I'm seeing think, learn, network, and communicate. Cardinal. What else? Fixed. Why did I say I was feeling fixed energy here? And here it is. Fixed literally came out. God, I love it when I'm right. And they don't even have to have that, though. I'm just saying. And then house 10. I'm going to say out of all of the piles, this is someone who, as I do the reading, I start to understand them more. The other piles, the other cards, I read the first few cards and I was like, I know who they are. I know the type of person they are. People probably do that with them all the time. I know who you are. I know what you're here for. No, you don't. Some of you guys are not going to like what I have to say for this part right here. This person is an excellent communicator. Excellent. So if you did not hear them get deep with you, they didn't feel a reason to. If you're watching this about someone you already know, and like this part up until this point has resonated, if up until this point you still do not know who I'm talking about, you need to accept that this is someone you've never met before. Okay. If up until this point, though, everything that I've said has resonated, this person, they know how to talk. They know how to network. They know how to make friends. They know how to be loyal. They know how to be stable. They're actually a very loyal, stable, dependable person. Honesty, loyalty is very important to them. And I think that's why they don't get in relationships easily, because they don't play around. Oh, that's why I heard they don't play. They don't play. They play, but when they're not here to play, oh, that's what it is. It's kind of like the energy of like someone is like, well, you told me to be serious. I got serious and then you weren't serious. You weren't as serious as I was. So they've experienced that before, where someone has told them like, why don't you just sit down? Why don't you just calm down? Why do you keep trying to do this and that and whatever? And they took that advice and it wasn't good advice. It didn't work out for them once and then they never went back, that sort of thing, until they meet you. This person does not march to anybody else's beat of the drum or whatever it is. Like they make their own path. And they're very disciplined, though. This is the thing that I think most people do not understand about them, but that you will see. You will see that this person is actually very hardworking. They actually do care about the way that people perceive them, but anybody that writes them off as a certain way, they don't care about them, because they know, like, who are you to like think you know who I am? Like, who are you to whatever? This person does not care what anybody thinks about them, like, at all. They don't care. I didn't get that for all of the piles, but for this one, or card number 3, they don't care. And that's one thing that I think will kind of give you a sigh of relief, especially if you've been with people that have just cared too much about, like, well, is my partner look like this? Whatever. They don't care. Like, some of you guys, like, you may be watching this and you're like, well, I'm not like, don't talk about this. Don't talk about yourself like this. Okay. This person will nip it in the bud if they ever hear you talking like this. But like some of you guys are watching this right now and you're like, I know I may not be like what they're used to or like what they did in the past or anything like that. Or I know I'm not like maybe like a 10 or whatever. Like, shut up. First of all, don't talk about yourself like that. But like, that's how they are. Like, they're going to be like, what the, like, they're that type of person. So if they haven't spoken to you or gotten very deep with you yet, it's because this is someone who's like, they don't care to like sugarcoat things. This is someone that does not sugarcoat things. They can be very blunt. They can be harsh, honestly. I think that's why they keep things very light. They don't put a label on things very quickly because it's something about the more you get to know them, they are actually very picky. They're actually very particular. They're actually very like goal oriented, and like they only want to be with someone that they feel like they can accomplish certain things with, if that makes sense. Like, but the more you get to know them, you will see the side of them, and I think that you will respect them even more, because a lot of people kind of label them as like just they're just fun here for a good time. They're very fun. They're very childish or whatever. They're a good time. Like even their friends. I'm gonna be honest. Even this person's friends see them as someone who like probably will never settle down. And this person is like, they're idiots. It's just true. But they don't care. They don't care that the people closest to them don't see the side of them. They don't care because they feel like the right person will, and they don't feel the need to explain it. They don't play. That's why I keep hearing they don't play like that. Like I just keep hearing like there's no point in sitting here trying to blah blah blah. This is the type of person you're dealing with. They may say that to you sometimes, like, and it may really frustrate you if you resonate with being a very emotional person. I don't feel like this is a very emotional person. So far, I haven't pulled the rest of the stack, but so far they don't seem very emotional in the sense where like, there are some couples like they get together and they start to see a more emotional side of their partner. You get the opposite, because what you typically get with them is very fun and like maybe even like sexual or creative, but there's more to them. There's something more like legit. They feel like a very legit person. What else? Seven of Swords, Six of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and the Chariot came out, but it's in reverse here. There it is. There it is. I was like, they seem so confident. Are they really like that? This person has their own insecurities. You'll see them. And that's probably why I heard like they're never going to let you talk about yourself that way. This person is afraid sometimes that they're never going to be able to accomplish all of their goals. And some of you guys look at them and you're like, but you've already accomplished so much. Like, what do you mean you're not happy with where you are? They're really hard on themselves. This person is very hard on themselves and kind of giving the energy of someone who's used to being put in a box, so they don't really show everyone their true self. They're very inspirational to a lot of people. I think a lot of people look up to them to like, oh, is that why I was hearing fake it till you make it? Yeah. They're very inspirational to a lot of people. A lot of people just assume that they've never like dealt with lies. They've never been cheated on. They've never like whatever, but they have. They have been like used or played or just kind of like treated like dirt before. People would never assume it, especially if they're very attractive. But they have. And maybe that's why they keep things lighthearted. You know what I mean? I don't feel like this person lies to you. I feel like they lie to themselves sometimes about like their feelings. It's like they have a hard time saying what they really feel because they're so used to putting their feelings in the back burner. So if you're an emotional person, you'll teach them. You teach them how to be like, this is how I feel, and that's why I did it. This is the type of person to tell you like, okay, this is the type of person if you tell them, okay, we're going on a date, I'm going to pick you up at so-and-so time, or hey, I'm going to be busy today, I'll hit you up at this time, and you never do it, they're just going to move on. But what they won't say, which is what they're actually feeling and what you'll teach them to do here, is say, Yeah, I didn't reach out. I didn't contact you to see what's up because it hurt me. There's something very vulnerable and like that. This person is not the most vulnerable person. I will tell you that right now. From what I'm getting right now, they're not the most vulnerable. And it's because they have a way of like rethinking things to feel confident. They have to. It's a coping mechanism for them. But I feel, yeah, back to that example, like, or if you say, hey, I'm gonna take you to this place for your birthday. I know you've always wanted to go. They will be so excited about it. They'll think about it all the time. And if it doesn't happen, honestly, they won't trust you. They won't trust you. And because they're so used to being in relationships where like it's kind of been like that, or being in friendships like that where they said they're gonna do something, they don't do it, like it won't register to them that they don't feel safe with you. They'll just say, why would I trust you if you did X, Y, and Z? Like they'll say it like that, but they'll take the feelings out of it. If someone loses trust for someone, it's because they've made them feel a certain emotion. You know what I mean? They've made them feel unsafe. They've made them feel uncomfortable. They've made them feel like this. This person has never been with someone or been friends with someone that has had or told them to articulate things that way. You know? And so I think that's something that they'll have to work on in your relationship, because I will admit, this person kind of gives off this energy of like, no, I'm all good. Like, I'm all good. It's not a problem. Don't worry about it. Like that sort of thing. But you see through that. You see through that immediately. Like, no, I know that bothered you. And you get to hit them back with, no, I know that bothered you because your eyes started twitching. Or, no, I know that bothered you because you always start tapping your foot when you're angry. Like that sort of thing. And they won't be able to combat it because you're hitting them with like real shit. You know what I mean? Something about this person respects real shit. You're going to be very real with them. Especially if this person tries to pretend like they don't care about you, or that they don't want to be with you at first, or they just take a really long time to ask you out or whatever. It's kind of giving like you're just going to get fed up with them at some point and probably walk away from them. And if they come back asking like what happened, you're going to just straight up tell them like, I thought you were just playing too many games. And it's actually going to hurt their feelings because they were probably serious about you. They just didn't know how to show it. They didn't know how to articulate it. And you tell them straight up, well, I want someone who's real. I want someone who is legit. I want someone who knows what they want. And that's when they come after you. Because they start saying, I am that. I am someone legit. I am someone who's real. I am someone that can stick around. I am someone that wants that. You know what I mean? It's kind of giving the energy of like, this person only stops playing when you force them to. So that's going to be a difficult part of your relationship. But I'm hearing that that's the only difficult part of your relationship so far. That's what I'm getting. For you guys, this relationship, the difficult part is how it starts, how you guys get together, because they leave an impression on people. You know, they know that they do it. They're aware that they do it, but they've convinced themselves up until this point that they shouldn't care what anyone thinks about them, because they have worked very hard to get the confidence that they have. But what they don't realize is that they self-sabotage a lot of the time because they still keep that mentality when it no longer serves them. You know? What else? 3 of Swords, yeah, because they've been heartbroken. 6 of Swords again. Poor baby. Ace of Swords. And the Lovers. Exactly. I knew they were a lover. I knew it. I knew it was going to come out. Here we go. 3 of Swords to the 6 of Swords. This person has been heartbroken before. They've been heartbroken before, and they've had to move on from people, and they were never the same after. Even if it was from their family. Ace of Swords to the Lovers. But one thing that they do know, they're very clear when they like someone, when they love someone. So that's something that they need to acknowledge here. Because some of you guys, this person just like, I don't want to like be that type of person, but like, have you guys ever like put a lot of effort into something and then be rejected or be denied it? And in the moment, or even for a while, it hurts. But then you realize, I didn't even really want that. This person, when they were heartbroken, it was not someone that they actually wanted. They were heartbroken because it was probably the first time that they ever took something serious and really cared about someone. And they mistook it for love. You know what I mean? Probably because they did care for them. And that's why they were heartbroken. Because they convinced themselves that they wanted something that they didn't want, and they ended up getting hurt anyways, because they stayed where they didn't want to be. So I feel like when they get with you, you don't have to worry about like, do they really love me? Am I just another whatever for them? No, you're not. Because this is them saying, I'm very clear. I have chosen you. The Lovers represents a romantic decision. The Ace of Swords represents clarity, truth. The Ace of Swords also represents a decision. So this is them saying, no, I know what it feels like to be brokenhearted, but the Three of Swords, the Six of Swords, I've had to move on before. But something about this feels different. Something about this I'm sure of. Something about this feels safe. Very beautiful. So if some of you guys are like, damn, was I too harsh? If this is someone that you met already, damn, was I wrong to walk away? No. Because it's something about whatever you do or you say when you tell them cut the bullshit. They do. They do. I'm hearing, yes, honey. What else? Okay. Rest. Rest. Have the rest card. Oh my God, this is getting kind of long. I'm so sorry, guys. Planning. I don't know why I'm apologizing, but like, I feel like if I were watching a reading like this, I would want it to be as thorough as possible. So bookmark this reading, bookmark it. When you come back, the next person you start dating, if they don't sound like this, then they're not the one for you. And you just need to accept it. Money. Money. They have a lot of money goals. This person wants to be rich. Like rich. If they're not rich already, they're going to be. And news. Why am I laughing? Okay. One thing that you will teach them is how to just take a break. Something about, I said earlier when I saw this Knight of Wands energy, is that they just do along. They're here, then they're there. They travel a lot. They go out a lot or whatever. I don't know. And you're like, no. Just stay home with me. And you don't even have to ask them twice. They're going to do it because they feel very comfortable with you with the rest card. Some of you guys, this person really likes your bed. Your bed specifically. I don't know what that's about, but planning. Okay. Four of Wands with the money. Yeah. Something about money goals, money moves. Like, I just heard, if it ain't about money, then I don't want to talk. That's typically the energy that this person navigates their life with. No, I'm just going towards my goals. No, I'm focused on this. No, like bills, something like that. And when they give it to you, that doesn't necessarily change. They go harder. And I think that's why rest is so important, because you remind them like, okay, but Rome wasn't built in a day. You don't have to do this immediately. Yes, stay on top of it. Yes, I'm not going to ask you to like put your goals on the back burner, but like take a moment. Something about this person has been with people before who were friends with people before that didn't encourage them to go after their goals and allowed them to slide. It's kind of giving that this Knight of Wands energy is an adapted personality. It's not actually who they are. They've probably been told to lighten up so many times in their life. Like this person could have actually been very quiet or very like book smart or whatever when they were a kid. And then at a certain point, people told them that they had to stick up their ass or they were too whatever. So they started doing this and that and that and that and that and this. But one thing that has never changed is their goals, their long-term goals, and the life they're trying to set up for themselves. So they've been with people before that took them away from that, distracted them from that. And you're not going to do that. You're not going to do that at all. And I feel this person, they're going to be so excited to share their good news with you. I feel like they don't have many people that they can tell about like the good things that happen in their life or like the goals they've accomplished, because they're around a lot of like jealous people or people that like make fun of them. Like it's kind of giving the energy of like, oh, I just got a tear in my eye. I feel like this person, they may have grown up with parents that put their romantic relationships over them as a child. So they would come home and they're like, oh, I got an A, or oh, I got invited to like go like compete in this whatever. And they probably just brushed it off. And we're like, well, when are you going to have a girlfriend, or when are you going to have a boyfriend, or when are you going to like make some friends or whatever? And they did it. They did make it out. They did just that. They went out, they made friends, they whatever, they had fun, but it's just not enough for them, you know? So if there is an immaturity in the way that they grew up or the way that their parents were with them, it's kind of that. It's like this person had real goals, and what they needed was someone to support them and to help them plan for those goals, but they didn't. What they told them was more about like love and like relationships and like stuff like that, and like they didn't want to hear that. And so that's probably why for a long time they never took relationships seriously, because their parents, maybe they were in a relationship that just was stupid to begin with, and they were just like, I don't want that. But the truth is that they do want that. They just want it with someone that sees life the same way as them. And they've never seen that. They've never seen it. They've never experienced it. They've never had it. So they kind of wrote it off. What else? Knight of Swords. So you've got the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles. Wow, they got all the knights out here. Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, and now the Knight of Swords. Yeah. Something about with you, they're going to be straight up. And if this is someone that you separate, they're going to come in. They're going to come in hot. Like, wait. Why is it not focusing? Sorry. Wait. Determined. Something about determination. That's the Sun. Aw. This might be someone you marry. Some of you guys, this is someone you marry. Because I feel like this is someone who they date to marry. So if they've never been in a relationship, or they've only been in one relationship, they thought that they were going to, like, they could imagine a happily ever after with that person, and then their bubble was popped very quickly, and they still held on to the dream because they were very patient and goal oriented, and they don't like to waste their time. That could have been a thing for them. If you guys are older, or you guys already know like the type of life that you want, if you want kids, if you want to travel, whatever, this may be someone that you marry. If you're watching this as someone very young, or even someone who's already divorced or been married or already has kids, maybe that's not how it is. Maybe this is just like a lifelong partner. I don't know. Justice. Oh, wow. No. It feels like marriage. It feels like marriage, or it feels like a relationship that lasts like years, with the Sun in the Justice card. Because the sun to me is like my holy matrimony card. And then my Justice card is my legitimacy card. So when I have come out in my relationship readings, to me, it's someone that wants a label, someone that wants exclusivity, somebody that wants something serious, somebody that wants someone that will honor them, be honest with them, that sort of thing. 3 of Cups. But they're going to have a lot of fun with you. You guys will probably go out. You guys will probably drink. You guys will probably, and some of you guys may be watching this, I don't do any of that. That's fine. You don't have to. But more than anything, what this is telling me is that this is a lifelong friend of yours. This is someone that will always be your friend. And that's why I'm like, maybe you do get married, because it seems like this is going to be your best friend. Like, this person turns into your best friend. Because you guys see the world the same way. You guys are very honest and upfront with each other. Very fun with each other. Celebrate something like every birthday. It's very significant. Your wedding, you have fun at your wedding if you get married. Like, there's some people, they think about weddings and it's like stress, money, blah, blah, blah. You don't have to worry about that here. If you guys end up getting married, it's going to be a good marriage. It's going to be a happy marriage. Probably be that like annoying married couple that their friends come to them. They do like stupid double dates and stuff like that, corny stuff. You're probably going to see a completely different side of this person than what everyone else has experienced. So card number 3, you chose the Love Yourself card. That is the end of your reading. And if you guys choose to stick around, maybe I'll see you in the extended when we dive a little deeper into these last 4 cards. I'll show you them. I'll show you them one more time. Give me 1 second. In the extended, we'll be looking deeper at these. The nature of your relationship, that sort of thing. Okay? So if this resonated and you're still here, give it a like. I don't know, maybe you guys can come on live later, because on live later, I'll probably do like a personal reading. It's not going to be strictly romantic. So if you've just been wondering like what's going on with my life right now, that sort of thing, I'll probably do like a pick a card, pick a pile reading for that later. And then the extended, as I said, for each of the piles, will go deeper into the relationship and like how it will be. Okay, so thank you guys for being here, and I hope you liked it. Bye.